sure that I was engaged in as much of that as possible.
Making sure you're a present and engaged dad. It's not always easy. You really have to make a conscious effort, and I've been guilty of not being a present and engaged dad. We all make mistakes, but we always keep trying. So, if your son or daughter's playing sport, go and watch them. Just ask them, how was that? How are you going at school? I've been guilty of leaving it up to mum sometimes when I'm come home from work and I'm too busy to look at the children's homework. But when I started going, hang on, I've got to make myself part of this. Well, the children get something out of it, but you get a lot out of it. You get to bond with your child.
I think it's incredibly important to be as engaged in Ash's life as I possibly can for many different reasons. Firstly, for my relationship with Asha and building that bond between Ash and myself, but also in a way to help out Lauren, who just over time has had to take the biggest share of the load and looking after Ash. And so it's really, really important for me to be engaged as much as possible in all aspects of Ash's life, not just taking the fun parts, the playing, the mucking around and going to the park, but also when he was young, changing nappies, to helping with food, to getting up during the night.
The early years are so important in a child's life because that's where the child is learning all about the world. And if we give the child developmentally appropriate learning or positive role models, it'll set the child up for a happy life.
You worry as a parent, of course, that your child's not hitting the marks and achieving those things. And so early childhood development is incredibly important to help with those milestones and moving through those milestones step by step, so you know that your children is getting the best care they can, the best early education they can.
We apply it at Wiggles, the developmentally appropriate quality viewing for children, and I think that's why it's so important that is applied everywhere, so everyone and every child can have developmentally appropriate access to wonderfulness.
Rockabye Bear's a classic example as a Wiggles song, and for the first time for me I finally got it when Asher clapped his hands 3 times, because you go, wow, okay, that's a milestone, I get it, and that development is so important for a child.
Helping them become the best they can, developing the whole child, and of course making a better society. It really is worth the investment in children.
Well, myself and the Wiggles do support the Thrive by 5 Dads Alliance, and of course support their action plan. It's a fantastic thing to strive for universal access to early education.